Okay, here we go. Oh, good morning, ladies and germs. Here we are, another week and another fiasco in the making. So, where do I start? Do I start with 45 using the law to cover up his political crime, to cover up his crime family? Do I go with Mulvaney? Possibly with possibly making it that he may go to jail this week. Um, or do I just start with the windmill cancer? I mean, I heard some preposterous things in my life, and I've lived quite a while. Windmill cancer is pretty new to me. How about you? You ever heard of it? Yeah, so let me get you straightened out. Oh, wow. Okay. So, Trump went to a Passover dinner, of what I understand, and the Jewish people were praising him, which I don't understand. And they were saying, if basically the speech in a nutshell was, you lowered our taxes, we would have said enough, but they used another word. I looked it up and it meant enough. Desanu? Anyway, I would seriously advise you look it up. But anyway, they kept saying if you would have put the conservative judges on the bench, we would have said enough. If you would have when you made Israel the center of the Jewish religion, or recognized Israel as being a Jewish country, we would have said enough. I don't understand this, and this is what I don't understand. One, for a group of people that's been persecuted practically the entire existence, how can you back this monster? And it's not a long time ago. I mean, less than 100 years ago, Jewish people were on the extermination list. And now they're backing a person that claims German descent and does not mind that immigrants are dying. And he don't even recognizes them as people. He calls them animals. How can they back someone like that? How can anyone back someone like that? Which brings me to my second why it's so perplexing to me. Because isn't the majority of Trump's base white supremacists, white nationalists, racist white people? And they don't like the Jewish people because they claim that the Jewish people are Christ killers. But yet the Jewish people like Trump because of all the good things he's doing for them. It doesn't sound like he's a white nationalist and these people are backing the wrong president. I mean, if you want a racist white president, well, he is racist and he is white. But I'm really confused, as you can tell. Because the white nationalists don't like Jewish people, but Trump, it seems to be making the Jewish people's lives very comfy. And on top of that, the majority of poor people that voted for Trump, they're looking at having their Social Security cut, their Medicaid and Medicare cut, food stamps cut. And that's to make up, dollar for dollar, all the tax gifts that Trump gave to his rich white friends. So, this is why it's not connecting. It's like the group of people that voted for him, that support him, he's cutting their services and making life harder for them. And the group that is not liked by his base is the group he's helping in their eyes. I am confused. How can, I don't know. And I don't know what's worse, it's like, where the heck did he get this windmill cancer? I've never heard of that. I mean, where is the logic? Well, it blows around air molecules, and the air molecules bump into you, and I don't know. You see, Pence, and I'm going to change the subject here a second, because, well, I always change the subject. But Pence, okay, he's a wingnut. I ain't gonna lie, I'll give you that. Pence is a wingnut. He does believe that human beings and dinosaurs coexisted simultaneously back in the history of the earth. That is a wingnut idea. However, it is an idea, and it does give you a basis to start with. I mean, he's not going to wake up one day saying, oh, dinosaurs and people walked together, then in the afternoon, oh, no, they didn't. The dinosaurs came first, then the people. And by the evening, he's like, no, the people came first, then the dinosaurs developed, but the people killed the dinosaurs. And it's like, the story's not going to change with Pence. At least it gives you a basis to argue with him. This wingnut that's in charge now, but you know what? This is what happens. This is what happens when both sides of the house are too busy arguing. It's like, fine, you want to argue, you want to play games? Here, play with napalm. See how that works out for you. So, well, I think both sides need to get a grip, quit arguing, and if the Senate was really serious about standing up to Trump, they will make their votes veto-proof, which they are not. So they're doing, they're voting it down, they're voting things down so they could go back, so the Senate could go back to their constituents and say, look, we voted this down. But the fact is they didn't vote nothing down, because if they really voted it down, they would have veto-proofed it. Speaking of veto-proof, and protecting that orange-headed baboon, Mulvaney has completely ignored the House of Representatives. So, by law, the Congress can pull anybody's IRS returns, or the tax returns, not just for any reason. There's got to be reason, and the reasoning is that the numbers are not meshing. The numbers that they have, that Mueller report's not quite released yet, but that's a whole other kettle of beans. But the hints that the Mueller report's not good is coming on, is leaking all over the place. Michael Cohen, he has the proof that what Trump does is a big no-no. And so to corroborate those two scenarios, to corroborate what Cohen and the report, the rumors from the report, is they got to have the real documents. They got to see what's going on, because they're hearing rumors here, they're hearing rumors there. The only way to stop the rumors is, where's the documents? So, the way it goes, the House makes the request, And then Mulvaney is supposed to fulfill the request. He's choosing to ignore the request. He's like, this is unconstitutional. This here violates privacy. No, it doesn't. We've got rumors of crimes going on, and we need the real proof. Now, me, I kind of figured there is. Because, well, you see all the extenuating circumstantial evidence, but you cannot convict on circumstantial evidence. You need actual proof. So even though I see all these little telltale signs, oh, this guy is guilty of sin, until you have the actual proof. It's all extenuating circumstances, allegedly, possibly. Now, if Mulvaney refuses to hand over the taxes, you know, not Clinton, look at me. If Mulvaney refuses to hand over Trump's taxes, then he will be going to jail. Police will show up at his office, put him in handcuffs for violating the law and not obeying his work. That is his work. He is supposed to do that. This is not, well, I don't feel, we're not asking your feelings. You're hired to follow the rules, to make sure things work. So, which brings us to hiring your cronies to protect your butt. I still don't understand why all these people are falling on their swords to protect this one person. I don't understand that. Why is, unless they're all in on it. Unless, now again, rumors, extenuating circumstantial evidence, and nothing concrete. But China may have funneled money to the GOP through the NRA. A lot of big donors may have funneled money to the GOP through the NRA. With this possibility, again, we need to read everything, especially you go, what do you call it? Like, if you could go to the archives, well, it wouldn't be archived just yet, but you could go to the DC legislature, read what's going on in Congress, all their notes that all those people are making, and you can see what's going on in the Judiciary Committee. You can see what's going on. All the notes are being taken, that's made available. If you're curious enough and you really want to know, you could read all those public papers, all those public hearings. But what do you do when a whole party is corrupt and we're on a two-party system? Maybe this is a sign we do need a third party. It's, in multiple marriages and on multiple wives, they say if your first and second wife is giving you problems, get a third wife to even everyone out. I know that's a bad example, but the first and second wife are just about ready to kill each other. Maybe it's a time we got third party in here to even everyone out. But it's like if you don't keep your, if you two don't keep in line, we're just gonna go vote for this third party. I don't know. It could be. This is gonna be a very short video because, well, I'm not gonna run my mouth if I don't have anything substantial to say. I'm not here just to blow smoke up your butt. I'm sure you got a life to live. You got things to do. And I just wanted to say what was going on and what I think we should be focusing on. Questions people are overlooking. The fact that we're treating this faux president as actual president, which he's actually a criminal that skirted the laws and bend them to his will, and now he's using the presidency to do the exact same thing. Like I said 2 years ago, he could have just left and forget the presidency, and he could have just continued laundering money, and nobody would have been any the wiser, nor would we have cared. But he had to be like, well, if I become president, I could get all that money. In Wall Street, there's a saying: bears and bulls get fed, pigs get slaughtered. And if you act like a pig and you become so greedy that you want it all, you're gonna be slaughtered. And so, I'm not saying he's gonna be taken to the slaughter factory, but I really think his criminality days are numbered. At least I hope so. You know. And I do wonder if the whole GOP is in on it. You know, the GOP and the Dems could be in on it. I don't know. This is why, again, I'm independent. Both of these parties are kind of screwy. But right now, I can't go Republican at all. You know, they separated children at the border, and they're like, well, it's going to take us at least 2 years to find everybody. No. Declaring a national emergency. Get it done in 2 days. You want a national emergency to put a fake wall. Oh my God. Did you see what happened, speaking of fake walls? He goes down to the border and they repaired the fencing that was there. And he's like, oh, look at this big, beautiful wall. You dunk off. It was already there. They just repaired it. Shoot. Anyway. Well, I'm going to go take a snack. I know this is late. I know it's not long at all. Again, I'm not going to be talking your ears off. I ain't got nothing productive to tell you. This week I'm predicting there's going to be a lot of fights in the courts. So hang on to your hats, huns. We're in for a ride. Anyway, hope for the best. Prepare yourself for the worst. And believe me, somehow we're all going to end up somewhere in the middle. You have a great week now. Bye-bye.